Hello guys, welcome back to another Tales episode. I hope that y'all's Christmas was amazing. I know mine was. So this week's episode is about the story of Croesus, the world's richest man. Let us get started. Croesus was the king of Lydia, more than 2,500 years ago. He was the king in name only. His ministers ruled the country, for Croesus was not interested in affairs of state. He had only one interest: wealth. He collected magnificent things from each nation: gorgeous tapestries, deep velvet carpets, wonderfully carved furniture, silks so delicate that they seemed woven from cobwebs, precious painted vases, rare jewels, bowls of silver, and goblets of gold. By the time that he was 30, he had realized his ambition. He was the richest man in the world. When people wanted to express the very limits of wealth, they would say, as rich as Croesus. He was overjoyed when Solon visited Lydia. Solon was not only Greece's greatest lawgiver, but a beloved sage. The highest praise a man could receive was to be called as rich as Solon. The rich man was glad to show the wisest man his treasures. Croesus conducted his guests through the sumptuous rooms, calling his attention to one superb object after another. Solon smiled, murmured, but said nothing in particular. Croesus was determined to make Solon admit that he was impressed. A man could not help but be proud of such possessions. He said, "Gladden the heart as well as the eye. I hate to boast, but tell me, Solon, who would you say has the right to call himself the happiest of men?" Solon thought a moment. Then he replied, "A poor man I knew who lived in Athens. His name was Tellus." Croesus could not hide his disappointment. "A poor man," he said. "What made him so happy?" His life was rich even though he himself was not. His life was blessed with happiness and honor. Tellus worked hard, then brought up 5 children who became fine citizens. He had no envy, no meanness, no enemies, and he died gloriously defending his country. Croesus swallowed hard. Then he smiled and asked, "And who do you consider the second happiest man you ever met?" "I would have to name 2 men," replied Solon. "2 brothers. Brito and Celebes. They lived in Argos. They too were walkers, but they were also athletes who had won prizes in foot races. They were devoted to their invalid mother, and since their father had died when they were children, they kept house for her and worked constantly for her comfort. One year, when the time came for their competition in the annual games, the oxen took sick. The 2 brothers put themselves in harness and, placing the mother in the cart, pulled it 50 miles to the festival. They were the most praised citizens of Argos and the happiest. I'm sorry. So you believe that labor is what makes me unhappy? gasped the baffled Croesus. Solon smiled again. Not labor alone, he said. Labor and love. No one can be happy. Uh, yeah. No one can be called happy unless he has lived his life to the full. Know yourself. No man can tell until the end whether whether his good fortune will continue or whether misfortune will someday overtake him. Croesus did not like this way of thinking. He was uncomfortable until Solon left. Then he forgot about the stage and was thoughtlessly happy again. A few years later, the misfortune overtook Croesus. There had been the philosophy that one of his sons would die of a weapon wound, so Croesus forbid. So he had forbidden the boy to carry arms. Instead of the weapons, he was given pets of many kinds. One day, he was walking in the forest with his favorite hound when the dog spotted a deer and gave chase. The boy ran after him. At that moment, the hunter, seeing the leaping animal, cast a spear. It missed the deer, but hit the boy. He died instantly. Croesus was still mourning for the loss of his son when he received another shock. His kingdom was threatened with invasion by Cyrus the Great, the founder of the Persian Empire. Croesus, who had given no thought to government, was faced with the possibility of a disastrous war. He decided to consult the Oracle Delphi. Unlike many of the big replies this time, the answer this time seemed clear. If you make the proper sacrifice, the oracle prophesied, an empire will fall. Probably is. Croesus made an offering to the gods and summoned his generals. War was declared, but the troops had received little training, and there was no preparation for an emergency. The Persian army swept over the border, crushed the weak resistance, and captured not only the capital city, but Croesus himself. Croesus realized it was too late. Realized too late that the sacrifice suggested was not like a temple offering, but the sacrifice of his wealth. Then that the empire perished to fall was not the Persian Empire, but his own. I knew it. His army was disbanded, the gorgeous palace destroyed, and only his treasures and all of his treasures confiscated. Croesus himself was dragged to the center of the ruined city. A strong piece of timber was set up, a heap of dry wood piled around it, and Croesus was tied to the stake. Bleeding and bewildered, he thought out Solon's words. No man can know until the end whether his good of fortune will continue or whether misfortune will overtake him. O Solon, he wept, O Solon, by good instead of bad fortune. Cyrus happened to be riding by just as the soldier was about to put a torch to the pile. Who's that called upon the wise lawgiver at such a time? He asked. Then he recognized Croesus, and Croesus told Cyrus about Solon's visit, what he had told him, and how a good king had been too proud and too foolish to try to understand wisdom. Cyrus began to think how the words might also affect him, the greatest living ruler, as well as the miserable prisoner. about to die. Misfortune could overtake me too, he said to himself. My happiness in this victory may not last. There were accidents and enemies. No man can know until the end. Then he spoke to the soldiers. Untie this man, he said. Croesus travels with me. So I have an announcement real fast, like before, like I'll go. Well, actually two. Uh, so like for Christmas I got like a new like gaming console. I won't specify like which one. Maybe until like a few more months like down the road. But like it may take me like a while to like, get like a few games like set up. Like F1, like Battlefront 2, maybe Battlefront 1, maybe. But like I already have like listed like set up. Now like I know like I promised like Wolf on the back end like August. Like in my like trail explanation. Then there's the great news. That promise will be answered like sometime soon because I do have that I set up. That I'm in Fortnite too. So those like maybe like the main like videos are like set up. Of course, unless I decide to so I have like a plan for like New Year's Day. Like of course like assuming I get through like the Battlefront 2 campaign before then. So like my goal is to hopefully like get through through the like get through the Battlefront 2 campaign by New Year's Eve. So then I can get like a whole bunch of like videos done. Like if I decide to. So I mean that's one. So like expect like some new games like coming out soon, like on the channel. Then two. So the book that I get my like the tales like for the two the tales it does have like photos. So as of this video, like I know I've been like doing like a whole bunch of like stock images, but what I will do is like I will I take photos like from the book, then I put them in as the thumbnails like over those videos for that story. Now like if I get to it like I'm assuming anything. Like anyway, now like if you're like a first time guest on the channel, please consider or if you have not done this like already, please subscribe then like this video because like that like helps me get like a gauge on like what what y'all like seeing. Now I have like a little thing I want to like go over from like last week's tale when I said I would get this like soccer video out. Like I have it and like I tried uploading it and like now it would be close to like a week ago, but like it wouldn't like upload. So I'm gonna have to like do it like sometime soon. So anyway, so so I hope that y'all enjoyed the rest of y'all day. I hope that y'all had an amazing Christmas. And I will shall like see y'all I hope tomorrow afternoon. Bye.